3 skills to help you grow wealthy. Hello and welcome to Luxtiva, the place to dream, learn, and improve your life. Hard work is not enough to ensure your success in life. You need to engage in a variety of other activities as well. To be successful, you need to have the necessary skills. This video will discuss some of the various skills that you need to cultivate in order to amass wealth and make progress toward living the life that you have always imagined for yourself. In order to discover the true skills that can actually make a difference in your journey to success, we conducted interviews with some of the most successful people we know and analyzed the success stories of millionaires and billionaires. All in all, this totaled over 101 incredible people. If you're new here at Luxtiva, welcome. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This video will provide you with the knowledge you require to get started on the path to becoming a successful person in your own right. So let's talk about the 3 crucial skills you need to cultivate if you want to become wealthy. Number 1. Read. Successful people read a lot of books. They read roughly 50 books each year, or about 1 book per week, whereas the average individual reads just about 4 per year. This is a big difference. The majority of successful people read for at least 30 minutes each day, and many of them read for far longer. If you want to be successful, you must begin reading right now. Because the brain interprets the written word differently than video or audio. Reading is superior to listening to audiobooks or simply watching videos. This doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to audiobooks or watch videos, but it does mean you should begin reading. When you watch a video, the information is visualized on the screen. When you read, your mind processes the material and forms connections with your own memories and reality. Imagine being able to absorb a lifetime's worth of knowledge in a week by simply reading a book. Well, you can. Reading requires you to draw from your most valuable resource, which is yourself. Reading is an essential skill for successful people. There are many books that can help you reach your goals. If you currently don't read much, we recommend you start with these books. The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. This book will teach you how to set goals and achieve them through the power of intention. The second book is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. This book will teach you how to work less and live more. The third book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This book will teach you how to be successful in all areas of your life. Number 2. Good Money Management. Always keep in mind that you can make all the money in the world and still end up broke. Money is crucial. In fact, it is quite vital. But that is only the beginning. Another ingredient is what you do with it once you've obtained it. This has the potential to make or break you. As a result, it's critical that you manage your money wisely. You need to take care of it and help it grow so you can use it later for the things that really matter. Think of your money as little soldiers. Do you just give your army away in exchange for temporary things? No. Instead, let them go out into the marketplace so they can return with more prisoners. That's how your army grows. Getting rich is actually a lot easier than people think, if you're willing to learn how to do it and put in the work. Most people assume that getting rich is just a matter of luck, and they simply are not lucky enough. But those are the people who don't watch these types of videos on YouTube in their spare time. Money should be used in order to protect yourself. The more you have, the better protection you have. We recommend creating multiple streams of income from different industries. Unless they all fail at the same time, you should be able to survive and build better ones in the future. How many people do you know that immediately after they get their salary, they go out on a shopping spree to buy things they don't really need or head to the club? You need to be smarter with your money, even if that means not having the latest iPhone or the coolest new clothes. What would you rather do? Impress people who you don't really care about and who don't really care about you? Or use that money to put another brick towards your dream life? Hopefully, with your dream companion. Choose who you want to be if you find you have a problem with this one. We recommend you try to keep track of your money for the next 2 weeks. Use the Notes app on your phone to mark down every time you pull out your wallet, how much you spend, and on what. At the end of those 2 weeks, you'll be shocked about how much money went towards things that had little to no impact on your happiness or well being. Once you understand where your money is being wasted, you can make the necessary changes to better utilize your money. Number 3, the ability to adapt to change swiftly. It's not the strong that survive, it's those who adapt the quickest. The world is changing faster than ever. Mark Zuckerberg said, "The world is changing so quickly with mobile stuff and different platforms emerging." What that means for us is that we should just really stay focused on what we're doing. Your ability to learn, connect dots that didn't exist before, and use everything to your advantage is what will determine if you can outlast the storm. How many people do you know who have built incredible businesses but failed to adapt, and now their empires are gone? Once famous brands like Blockbuster, Toys R Us, and Circuit City are all out of business. These brands were once considered invincible, but they eventually fell victim to the ever changing marketplace. You don't want to follow in their footsteps. In the words of the great Albert Einstein, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. And it's time to see how intelligent you really are. If you work to implement these three things in your life, you will be placing your feet firmly on the road to success, a road that we at Luxtiva hope to travel with you. To help turbocharge your journey, we have a bonus for you. Plan for the long haul. The majority of people make decisions based on what will happen in the near future. You prepared for the test that was coming up the following week while you were in school because you knew that your parents wouldn't let you go out if your grades were poor. You sat down and binge watched every episode of Game of Thrones because it made you feel good, rather than facing the mounting pile of work and issues that needed to be addressed. You choose to consume junk food because it is both cheap and convenient. These are all examples of short term thinking. If you want to be successful in life, you must drastically alter your thinking. Stop looking for get rich quick schemes that offer shortcuts. You won't like what we're about to tell you, but it's the truth. It will likely take 6 to 10 years to completely transform your life. To be successful, you must plan ahead and take actions that will have long term value. The sooner you acknowledge that there is no quick way to success, the sooner you will be able to begin taking the appropriate kinds of action. Even though 10 years may seem like a significant amount of time, during which a great deal can take place, the reality is that time will pass regardless. In the absence of a plan, you'll look back on the past 10 years and see that you made the same mistakes over and over, and you'll most likely be overwhelmed with sorrow that you didn't act earlier. We recommend taking the time to analyze which things need to happen over the next few years. figuring out what things will get you as close to those objectives as possible, and then focusing on those things that will have the most impact on making those goals a reality. There is no such thing as an elevator to success. To get to the summit, you will have to climb. We hope this video will help you on your way to success. Thanks again for joining us here at Luxtiva. Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Goodbye for now.